One of my challenges while writing this book was how to fit in all the accounts that I had read, the information from that, the knowledge I had, and obviously the customs that I had been brought up with. So I kept thinking I didn't want to make it, like boring for the people, or since it's not a non-fiction, I could not put in academic information. So I thought of one way in which I could, like carry forward these customs and information and let the people know about these things was through dialogues of the characters. Now this is a very interesting portion that I'm going to read to you. It's about Sahnak ceremony. This Sahnak ceremony is a nazar of Hazrat Bibi Fatima, the Prophet's daughter, peace be upon him, and Hazrat Ali's wife. She is the best of women and the chief of all women in heaven. Her chastity and purity have been celebrated by all. And no man can taste the Sahnak amongst the women, only the chaste are able to taste it, says Hazrat Jahan Begum. She is one of the oldest ladies living in that part of the Red Fort Mahal where the heroine Falakara also stays. And there are many other young girls, as you will find out just now. So one of the women who was present there before the Sahnak says, but how do you know who is chaste and who is not? And this Sahnak is taking place because Palakara is getting married. Even when my daughter got married, I had a Sahnak ceremony. This happens a day before the wedding. Hazrat Jahan Begum explained, well, rice bowls and a plate of slaked lime are kept on a clean white dastarkhan along with bangles, henna and missi in packets. Itra bottles tied with red thread and wrapped in red paper. There are printed red dupattas along with 100 rupees for illumination and 7 types of cooked vegetables. The food is consecrated by the ladies who put mehndi on their fingers and wear the red dupatta and sit down to eat the Sahnak. However, everyone has to test their piety first and eat the slaked lime tuna. The mouths of the pious ones do not get cut by the slaked lime. Only after that can they eat the rice and curd dish. Dispe nazar hui hai, consecrate hua hai. The girls were hanging on to each word and asked in bewilderment, but how does the lime know which mouth to burn, and has it ever happened? Ashrafun is one of the serving maids who had been listening, said, Begum Sahiba, if I get immunity for my life, may I be permitted to speak? I am a lowly woman, but I have seen an occasion when the mouth did get burnt. Yes, Ashrafun, you have my permission. Nasiban and Mubarak, these are 2 more attendants in the Red Fort, wondered if Ashrafun had lost her mind and was about to describe the time when 12 years ago Nawab Jahan Akhtar Begum Sahiba, daughter of Sultan Bai, had run away from the harem. No one knew where she was and with whom or how she had run away, but they did remember that her mouth had been cut by lime that year, and she had tried to hide it by immediately stuffing herself with dahi. Of course, no one was fooled, but she was the royal princess, so the attendants kept quiet. Begum Sahiba, you would remember Pyari Bai the singer? She was Hazur-e-Wala's favorite and spent a lot of time in the harem with us. Just before she ran away with Tantras Khan, I remember her mouth was cut. That low life serpent was hiding such craven desires in her heart. And of course, the Almighty knows what's in her heart, said Ashraf.